It is summertime, and today I'm gonna show you a few different things that you can cook over the campfire with skewers. That is the theme of this video. And before we dive in, just wanna go over a couple options. You have stainless steel skewers or bamboo skewers. If you are using the bamboo skewers, make sure that you soak them before you use them or else they will burn. And so that's just kind of an extra step at camp that I typically don't wanna do. So I have these reusable stainless steel skewers that I'm going to be using today. So with that, we're gonna get the fire going and we'll get started with the first meal. Let me pull my hair back here so I don't get my hair in the fire. Okay, so here we have our fire has been burning for a bit and it's starting to kind of come down. We have some good coals for cooking. Probably gonna start by putting things on this side, and I can get in there and move things as needed and also keep adding wood to the fire to keep it going. First up, we're going to make French toast bites. You're going to start by making a basic French toast mix with eggs, whole milk, lots of cinnamon, and some sugar. Mix that together well, and then I also have some French bread cubed, and now I'm simply going to soak a few pieces at a time in the egg mixture. You don't need to soak them for long, just about a minute or so, and then start sliding the French toast bites onto the skewers. I like to make sure that the skewer goes through the crust to help them stay on better, and then you simply place the skewers on the grill grate. I've found that it's best to cook these lower and slower so that the outside doesn't burn before the inside is done. Also, make sure that you rotate them frequently so that all sides get fully cooked and nothing is left soggy. Once the eggs have set and the French toast is fully cooked, remove them from the heat and slide them off the skewers. Serve with some fresh fruit and lots of pure maple syrup. The food photographer in me couldn't resist sprinkling them with a little powdered sugar, but that step is not necessary. Where are you going? I'm gonna go put them on there. Next up, we have simple grilled fruit. The two fruits that I like best for grilling are pineapples and peaches. So after cutting the fruit, I slide them onto the skewers and place them on the grill. I like to cook the fruit on a higher heat for a shorter time just to get some of the sugars to caramelize without the fruit becoming too soft and mushy. Now for serving, I have two options to show you. You can take some plain Greek yogurt and mix it with fresh raw honey. This makes a nice yogurt dipping sauce, and you can even add in some granola here if you want. Or you can use mascarpone cheese with that incredible local raw honey. This option is much more rich and creamy and dessert-like when compared to the Greek yogurt. I love mascarpone cheese, and this raw honey just takes it to a whole new level. You can add as little or as much honey as you'd like, and then when the fruit is done, remove it from the skewers and dip. The last thing I'm going to cook today is some protein and veggies. In here, I have beef that's been cubed and marinating in my citrus herb marinade. You can get the recipe in the description box below the video. But if you want an option that does not have raw meat, these chicken sausages are perfect because they're fully cooked and all you have to do is heat them up on the grill. So this is something I like to do if I just need a quick dinner. But today I'm going to make these beef kebabs since they've been marinating and they're ready to go. Now let's talk about veggies. My favorite vegetables for skewers are bell peppers, zucchini, red or sweet onions, and cherry tomatoes. I have some oil to coat the veggies in and also spices. I'm gonna start with the zucchini, coat them all in oil, And then for the spices, I honestly don't remember what's in these tubes, but any all-purpose seasoning will probably work here. Traeger makes some great options that are nice to have on hand for these types of meals. And here I go again, using my hands to quickly get everything coated in the spices and oil, and then I assemble them on the skewers and they hit the grill.
While things are cooking, I want to pop in here with a few tips. Now, first one is to make sure that you're cutting your ingredients in a uniform size. And I think this is especially important when you're dealing with meat, because you want everything to cook evenly. And so if you have small pieces of meat and then larger pieces on the same kebab, you're gonna have things that are overdone and underdone, and it just makes things a little bit harder to cook. So try to keep all your ingredients uniform sizes. My next tip is to keep like items together on the kebabs. Now, I love a kebab that has like all those pretty alternating vegetables and it just looks really nice. But at the end of the day, certain vegetables and fruits and stuff just cook at different times. So if you have a kebab skewer that has some peppers, onions, and tomatoes all on one skewer, those tomatoes might be done before the other ingredients. So I tend to keep like items together. So I'll have a kebab that is just tomatoes and just peppers, and it just makes sure that you can kind of cook everything evenly, and some things aren't just like falling off because they're done, while other things still need time. Next up is to make sure that you have proper heat protection and the tools to be working over the fire with the kebabs. So I have these fire resistant gloves. These are great because they protect your hands and your wrists and everything as you're kind of working around the fire. And then I also love good stainless steel tongs. These are great for flipping your kebabs and just moving things around on the grill over the fire. My last tip is just to be mindful of the heat and be aware of the fact that you're probably gonna have to move things and rotate things a little bit more frequently when you're cooking over a campfire, because there's just going to be areas of the grill grate that are hotter than others. You have direct heat over the flame, and then you can move things off to the side where you're gonna have a little bit more of an indirect heat that it's not as hot. So just keep that in mind. It's part of the fun of cooking over the fire, but you're probably gonna have to get in there and move things around and rotate things a little bit more frequently than you would if you're cooking on a propane grill at home, for example.
Just a few more minutes on the veggies. I've already pulled the tomatoes, and then dinner is served.
There you have it. These are some really simple things that you can cook on kebabs. We covered fruit, vegetables, proteins. How incredible does this plate of food look? This is one of my favorite recipes for kebabs, and you can download this on my website. So I'll put the link in the description below this video for these citrus herb kebabs with veggies. So good. Hope you like this. If you did, make sure to check out this video next. I have so many camp cooking videos on this channel, so you can get tons of ideas for your next camping trip.